Brotherly Love is a pretty decent cartoon. This is a Fleischer Studios Popeye cartoon from 1936. This is directed by Dave Fleischer and Seymour Nighthall with a voice cast including Jack Mercer, Mae Questel, and Gus Wicke. And it starts off with Olive Oyl singing a song about brotherly love on the radio. And this song features throughout the cartoon, and I love it. I really enjoyed that song. I thought it was very catchy, very addictive, and Popeye happens to hear it. And he hears that he's in a restaurant, and immediately he gives a big tip, and he starts to do acts of brotherly love, acts of kindness. And then he comes across a street brawl, and things get a little bit dangerous and a little bit risky, and I'll say no more than that. I won't say what happens, but it definitely becomes really fascinating in terms of the animation. The animation as a whole is really great, but I really enjoyed the brawl when they're kind of all grouped together. The characters all look very similar, but Popeye really stands out, and I think that was really effective. And then, well, I won't say exactly what happens, but certain other characters come into it, and it definitely takes quite an interesting direction, and I thought it was really fascinating. The pacing of the narrative is really brilliant. It gets to the point immediately. Then we have a little bit of time seeing Popeye putting this newfound desire for brotherly love to good use, and then things pick up and the action gets much quicker, and I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was a very effective cartoon with a great message, of course, about just being kind to other people and doing good deeds and not fighting in the middle of the street. And I thought it worked very, very well. It's probably never going to be my favourite Popeye cartoon. I don't know which one my favourite would be, but I can't imagine this would ever have that top spot. But at the same time, there's nothing about it that doesn't work. Great concept, very well executed, wonderful animation, great range of characters. I'd say there are a lot more characters in this Popeye cartoon than there are in most Popeye cartoons because of the nature of the street fight. We do have a lot of different people, and it works quite well. I do tend to prefer the cartoons where we have fewer characters so we can focus on a specific selection of characters, but with this kind of cartoon it absolutely worked well, and the animation for it was really brilliant. So needless to say, I thought Brotherly Love was a decent cartoon. And if you're a fan of Popeye and you haven't seen it, or if you don't remember it, I'd say it's one that's absolutely worth watching.